start off by apologizing for the video quality. I haven't recorded my screens and I'm not sure how yet, but a lot of people talk about off-gridding, and as someone who's been involved with code enforcement and property development, one of the loopholes is boats on trailers. So one of my ideas for years has been, you could almost do an RV park with any boat, a sailboat that is 28 to 36 feet if you had a trailer to bring them. I believe this one is a 30-footer. It says it's got a trailer. I don't know if he's including it in the price. It's on the Mojave Valley, California, on the landers. And if you're going off-grid in, say, Arizona, in, say, Yucca or Golden Valley, go to monitor 2 here, you find that that's about 200 miles. Now, depending on your truck or whatever, if you had a property in Yucca, it'd be about 200 miles. There's some grades and stuff to worry about. You know, that depends on your towing vehicle. But if you're going to Golden Valley or Meadview, and you had a lot that you could get a permit from Mojave County, Arizona for RV living, they usually give you 18 months to then submit some plans for a house. You would need to do septic anyway, so you'd want septic and a power pole or some sort of power. You can even do water haul or solar out in Mojave County. Then with a 270-gallon tote and a water pump from Harbor Freight, you can have your water for, less than $500. Septic will probably cost you $5,000, and whatever solar system you're using to run those. With a like a 1980s van type RV, you get for $3,000 to $5,000. Change all the oil, make sure your brakes are good. You can get an acre out there for as little as, I've seen people willing to even trade tractor work, but you can, $3,500 out in Golden Valley and put some temp fencing up around there or some railroad ties and whatnot, and you would only have to pay the property tax on your boat and your car while you were trying to establish your homestead. In fact, something like this, if there were 4 of you, you guys could be all in for very little money and, less than $10,000, maybe as much as 20, and you use this boat on a trailer. I would jack the frame up carefully and crib it with some railroad ties, keep the tires off so they don't dry rot away. In fact, during the move, I would probably bring a couple extra tires of that size if those didn't look brand new. Going over the desert during the summer is especially dangerous. And you could even bring more boats up if you had a trailer. They often give away 26-footers, 27-foot sailboats in Southern California. You can take your trailer down to the marina and basically get a free boat, some of $1,500 to $2,000. So you could get a couple of them on trailers and set up a little commune or whatever you want to do, a community of people, of like-minded people that want to do some gardening, or take it up near Meadview, near the old King Tut mine. There's property up there for $5,000 an acre. You'd all dig in the dirt and see if you could strike it rich with leftover gold. There's also, Dolan Springs, Northern Golden Valley, White Hills. There's a lot of cheap land up there that if you don't make a mess or whatnot, your neighbors don't mind what you do. And on some of these, if you weren't planning on ever sailing the boat again, you could probably sell a lot of the parts off there and use the sails for extra shade. That's just some of my thinking on all this. So you can tell me what you think.